What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with my all tea, all shade, loving hip hop Miami season 2, episode 8 review. So we start off tonight's episode with Chaotic performing and Shay on stage dancing and shit. And I didn't even know that was Shay at first. I was like, get it, bitch. So afterwards, she joins Blue, Prince, and Young Hollywood at the table. Chaotic come over and they kind of call him out on like his shape. He like, nah, it ain't even nothing like that, sis. Chaotic comes over and they tell it tells them about the fight between Prince and Bobby. They tell Prince that he should work stuff out with Bobby because they're supposed to be such good friends and that they shouldn't let this bullshit come in between their friendship. Chaotic tells Young Hollywood that he gonna holler at Trick about doing a record. Young Hollywood reminds him that you better not let Trick find out about you taking Joy out on a date. Chaotic like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Like, damn, I hope this don't fuck up my chance of getting a feature by him. And I was like, I don't really think it will. I don't think Trick gonna give that much of a damn. Bobby ain't speaking to none of his friends, from JoJo to Prince to Tip. Everybody is into it with Bobby, messy ass. He meets with JoJo. JoJo come with this. The outfit could have been really cute. She had on this see-through, like peasant style, off the shoulder, the top. Could be a top, it could be a dress. But the gag was, instead of wearing like a cute little lace bra or something with it, she put on one of them little things that you see on Instagram all the time that the Instagram girls be wearing. That little like that little bra thing that stick to your titties, and you supposed to like go like this, and it's supposed to lift your titties up, but the shit really don't work. I could not believe that that girl walked out the house with that shit on her titties. I was like, where is you going, sis? I was just so embarrassed for her. I'm sorry, but JoJo looks totally different than how she does on her Instagram page. That bitch be using every last filter she can find. Because that bitch in real life look like a gefilte fish. Shout out to my Jewish T-Squad members. So, he meets with JoJo. And he tells her about his and Prince fight. She tells him that she thinks him and Prince have a toxic friendship, which they do. Them niggas do not need to be friends with each other. He says that the reason why him and Prince are beefing is because of her. And she says she was just trying to be a good friend and not trying to be messy. I don't think JoJo was trying to be messy at all. He says that she was the one who told him what Amara said about him, so she is being messy. I think it's a bunch of telephone games, and people need to stop telling other people stuff that other people said and just learn how to shut the fuck up. So she says that Amara said ain't no secret, and everybody know that she don't fuck with Bobby. He says Amara is messy because she goes around and tries to fuck other people men, and that JoJo has been taking a lot of heat for Amara, and that she's going to betray her at some point, and Bobby plans on confronting Amara about her and her bullshit. I really do feel like Amara was a good friend of JoJo and vice versa. I think that JoJo let the wrong people get in her ear, and it's unfortunate that her and Amara aren't friends anymore. Pleasure and Young Hollywood and Veronica meet up. Chaotic was supposed to come but didn't show up. Veronica tells him that she hasn't reached her peak in the industry, but she has a performance at Pride in her neighborhood of Hialeah or whatever. So Pleasure tells them that he booked a solo Australian tour as Spectacular, and Baby Blue walk in. Baby Blue comes dressed like a hood-ass Ric Flair. I don't know where in the woo this nigga thought he was going, but I didn't like it, and I didn't want no parts of that outfit. Pleasure tells him that he has a solo tour, and he got to get away. They ask him how they're going to finish the album. He says he's done his part, and at this point, it's up to them. So while he gone, they need to finish the album. And if he come back and the album ain't done, that's all up on y'all. So Veronica is preparing for her Pride performance. And her daddy come by to watch her perform. And I'm looking like, hello, father. How the fuck is your fine ass doing? Daddy was cute. Daddy could motherfucking get it. Orozco Conporio, goddammit, red beans and rice, motherfucker. That daddy could get it like a motherfucker. I want the fuck daddy. And at that point, when I saw the daddy, I was like, Veronica, you and this I'm black bullshit. Okay, girl, technically you are, but girl, you ain't. So, he suggested she do some Spanish songs, and she said she gonna do that and do her little booty shaking music too. Prince is invited by Tip to come to the studio, but instead he finds Bobby there. He's just as shocked to see Prince. They immediately go at it, and Prince challenges him to fight. Bobby say, bitch, you don't want this type of pressure. Prince say, can you whoop me? Bobby then say, get the fuck out, and throw a notebook at him. It's very Young and the Restless Child. I was like, just put your dicks out and just have a sword fight with your dicks. So Prince say, if I'm your friend, then why are you talking about me? I'm always offending you. Bobby say, are you bothered by my star presence? And Prince says, Bobby, I will jump across this table and beat your motherfucking ass. Quit playing with me. Bobby then challenges him again. Prince tries to get at him, but security stops him. Then you see him running all around like he on an episode of Maury trying to get loose. The security guards tackling him, got him in a chokehold and shit. And I was like, oh God, no, 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 no. So then Bobby just walk outside. The next thing you see, they got him on both sides of a truck so they can't get each other, but they still trying to talk this shit out. And Prince says that it looks like Bobby likes him and that Liz thinks that he's trying to turn him. Bobby say, people ask me all the time if you're gay and I tell them no. And at the end of the conversation, they couldn't come to agreement. Prince still like, I can't really fuck with you right now. Bobby still wants to be his friend. But Prince was like, it's just too much. And I feel like they don't need to be friends with each other. Because Bobby does too much. Bobby is messy. Bobby is childish. Bobby is immature as fuck. And Bobby got issues. Something wrong with that little nigga. So, Bobby goes to see Tip at the strip club. She's sitting there with some rhinestones glued to her chest and some bloomers. I don't know what the fuck was going on. She ain't happy to see this nigga. She checks him about ruining her event again. Bobby says Liz doesn't want Prince to have a bond with him, and now that they ain't friends no more, she's happy. He tells Tip that he don't need her having an attitude with him because he got enough going on. And so, is you gonna be my friend again or not? And I would have been like, or not, bitch. Who the fuck are you talking to? That's his problem. They give in to that nigga too easy and let him get away with the shit because he light skinned. I don't know what the fuck is going on. She tells him that he gonna have to buy her a lobster and a bottle of Patron to make up. And I was like, girl, it's gonna take more than that. So then we see Chaotic with a broke arm walking out the jail. They show news footage where this nigga had a high-speed chase with the police, fled the scene and resisted arrest. He crashed into another car and injured the passengers. It was a whole fuck-ass mess. Then, we learned he thought someone was chasing him to do something to him because this ain't the first time that this shit didn't happen to this nigga. He said that it was an unmarked cop car following him. He walked out the jail with a sling on his arm broke. Tip and Prince are waiting on him to pick him up from jail. And he tells them what happened and that this ain't the first time somebody then, followed him to try to kill him. That it happened before. Niggas started busting on him. So he'd had flashbacks of thinking that that's what was happening to him again. And that's why he reacted the way that he did. He says he didn't see the lights until he crashed the car. And Tip like, nigga, the lights could have been on the whole time. And you were just wilding out tripping. So you don't even know. He says he has PTSD from the street shit he's been involved in. Because the nigga said he got shot 17 times. Woo! Bless his organs. So, he feels like the whole thing was a setup by the police. I don't know. I don't know. Prince tells him that he has to change his environment. He was like, I can't just change my environment like that because I got people that depend on me in that environment. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Bobby meets with JoJo and her mama, and he invited Tip to come with him as well so she and JoJo can make up. JoJo says she'll never be friends with that girl, but because apparently JoJo called Tip nothing but a stripper, so that's why Tip don't like JoJo. Tip is mad that he didn't tell her that JoJo would beat her, so they get to going back and forth, and Tip says she doesn't want to hang around JoJo because she's dangerous. JoJo apologizes for what she said about her. Tips accepts it, and then they both realize that the common denominator of them being into it is Bobby ass, because he was telling Tip shit that JoJo said, and then telling JoJo shit that Tip said. Messy as fuck. He is the problem with everybody. So once they realize that, Tip then apologized to JoJo. They go to hug, and then Tip kisses JoJo in the mouth and her titties. And I was like, bitch, that's all you want to do in the first place. Girl, just scissor each other. So Pleasure goes talk to his daddy, who has some beautiful blue eyes, by the way. I don't know if the nigga got cataracts, glaucoma, but I love them eyes. So Pleasure talks to him about the way he was brought up by his mother, who was a Jehovah's Witness, and how he never got to have a childhood. Therefore, when he got in the group Pretty Ricky, it was the same thing, how he was stripped away of having his own, freedom and this and that. And that's kind of like why he rebels all the time. Pleasure gets emotional and says that those days defined his life, and he felt alone when his brother went to go live with his daddy because his daddy was never really there for him growing up, and he doesn't know how to trust people and is a loner. And his father points out that this group shit might not be healthy for him, and he agrees. The nigga need counseling, some blessed soil, and a hug, and some good fried chicken. So Amara and JoJo get together. Amara feels some type of way because JoJo has been hanging around Bobby again. She doesn't understand how she can hang around somebody that talk about her. And I agree with that. If you my friend, how the fuck you hanging around somebody that you know talk shit about me? Because then that's gonna make me feel like you talking shit about me too. So nah, sis, that ain't gonna work over here. Amara says that she doesn't trust anyone but her mama, and that JoJo is my friend. You're mine. Bianca, you're mine. I was like, you're acting very hands that rock the cradle-ish, sis. When she got to talk about, you're mine, you're mine. I was like, oh, you crazy girl. So she starts to cry. And JoJo say, don't act like I'm some shady bitch. I fell out with everybody over you. Do you have a problem with me, hanging around Bobby? And I can see where JoJo is coming from because she has taken a bunch of L's for Amara. She has gotten into it with mad people for Amara and fought Amara's battles for her. And at the end of the day, I can see her with her saying, you should trust me enough to know that I'm not going to be funny or fake towards you now that I'm friends with Bobby. But at the same token, I'm not made that way, bitch, because I'm not going to trust you. You hang around motherfuckers that that I know don't like me and I know talk shit about me. So that wouldn't sit well with me neither. So Amara said he has something to say about every single person. True. You can't be friends with devil or with the devil and Jesus. You got to pick, because I don't need nobody. Amara, just be friends with your mama. Just be friends with your mama, Jesus, and that wig. So Chaotic at his mama house, and he tell her about what happened with his arrest. His mama just shake her head and ask him when is he gonna stop, because she always stressed out over him. And he say he's a product of his environment. His sister encourages him to change because their mama is worried about him. They all start crying as the sister digging his ass. The sister was speaking a motherfucking holy word on that nigga. His niece tells him that she's the only father figure she's ever had, and his mama say that she tired of visiting him in jail and how she almost lost her job to go see about him. And she tells him that he can change if he wants to, because she done seen him do it before. And the mama just tired and weary, and Chaotic gotta, figures his shit out and leave this street shit alone because it ain't getting him nowhere. Nigga, you want to have the 18th bullet? Like, what the fuck? If this little high speed chase thing didn't show you nothing, then I don't know what the fuck will. But he do need to listen to his mom and them and get his life together. I give tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami a B minus. It was cool. It was cool for what it was. So let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode down below. Do y'all agree with Amara that she can't be friends with JoJo now that she's back friend with Bobby? Do y'all think that Bobby is messy, that he is the common denominator, or why he always getting into it with people and why shit is always getting started up? Let's talk down below. Make sure to hit that notification bell button, like, and subscribe to my channel if you have not. What the fuck are you waiting for? It's popping over here. It's lit like a motherfucker. I love you guys. Have a safe and blessed week. And make sure if you have a question for me and Monique for season 3 of Since You Asked, send in your question right now. The email address is down below in the description box. We're only accepting questions for a limited time only, so get your questions in immediately. It could be about any topic, whatever you want to ask us. Get your questions in now. I love you guys, and I will see you Wednesday for Black Ink Crew Chicago.